When doing my research for these videos, I usually begin by trying to figure out what the theme of a deck is to a player. What makes this deck be that deck? Well, what I noticed when watching the various Sky Striker deck profiles is that they're all fucking bored as shit. Do you think this guy cares he just won a YCS? No, of course not. He just wants to go home and watch episode 4 of Bible Black. This guy here, he just won the 200th YCS and he looks like he wants to commit toaster bathtub. Compare this to the Chad Burning Abyss player.
You so fucking precious when you smile.
And don't get me wrong, it's not like Sky Striker is the most boring deck of all time. I mean, we did have...
Today I'm doing an updated version of my Bujin deck profile. Now you guys have actually been requesting this quite a lot. It's a really fun deck. It's the original in my opinion besides.
And sometimes these little gems occur.
Drop it. Yeah.
Now, most of your duels, surprisingly, don't really go that way. In fact, I know that most of them feel a little more like this. See, for example, this hand loses to a single Ash Blossom. This hand loses to Droll. This hand, this hand might as well be a roll of fucking toilet paper. Okay, look, it's not like it's that boring of a deck per se, but you guys all know by now that Sky Striker is, well, it's
just plain old noodle soup? You don't add some kind of special sauce or something?
Don't have to. To make something special, you just have to believe it's special.
First of all, shout out to Kung Fu Panda.
Now, before we try and build this deck and think of something creative, we should probably try and ask ourselves for a second, what does this deck actually do? What are all the cards in this deck?
Flying Ray. Yep.
3 Ray.
Triple engage.
3 Ray.
3 Ray.
Next up, we have 3 copies of Sky Striker Mobilize Engage.
3 Ray. You need to see this card to win a lot of your games. So.
There's 3 Ray, there's 3 engage. Tell him, Manav. There's 3 Ray, there's 3 engage.
He's like 3 Ray.
Wait, hang on. How long has this deck been out for? Dark Saviors. Oh, okay, let's see. So TCG roundabout late May 2018. Oh, that's right, almost a fucking year, and people are still explaining what Ray does. So this deck has cards like, for example, Afterburner. It can destroy things. And obviously you have all the mexes. But perhaps the most underrated Sky Striker card goes to Widow Anchor. Search Ray, activate airspace, target Ray, chain Alcahest on the Ray, chain Dark Lady, chain Widow Anchor, chain Decode Talker, chain Widow Anchor, chain Vortex Dragon, chain Widow Anchor. It's chain Decode. It's not every day we see Chain Link 10. But if you ever feel forgotten or ignored, just remember that Sky Striker Kaina is in fact a real card. And just before I build the deck profile, here's some selling out. But, you know, there are a few cards that this deck isn't so great against. And without risking hanging myself by the end of this video, I think I'll try something kind of different, and we'll go with Blind Second Sky Striker.
様ごときがどうあがこうか、いかにも臨界点を超えた百獣を劣る俺と貴様に決定的な力の差があることを見せつけてやることができる。カードを発動することができる。ふざけたまるフル正義の味方解剖。さあその能力を存分に発揮するがいい。オベリスク、俺のハンドクラッシャー。反対する。
Is this a good deck list? I don't even know, dude. I haven't played this thing in like 6 months. I threw this together in like 70 seconds. Enjoy the miss, please! Okay, I'm sorry. I just need to ask, but what the fuck is oatmeal? But seriously, how is this fair? Is this inside the mind of a Thunder Dragon player or a Sky Striker player? I had 2 cards looped out of my hand, and I'm staring down 2 negates, a mistake, and a boy that can't be targeted. This isn't okay. This is like 12 minutes of game time, by the way. I didn't do anything. I haven't played a card. It's been like 12 minutes. Every single person who is a Thunder Dragon player watching this video, I want you to go and fucking kill your... Is this what those old boomer duelists call a turn? Yeah, okay, Grandpa. You can go back to your old school caveman Yu-Gi-Oh! Of Serexarian Pass. The future is now, old man. This duel in real time is at about 20 minutes or something, and I have activated 2 cards. 2 cards. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that's called? That is called gameplay. Gameplay.
馬の骨の貴様がなぜレコンとつけてるんだ。貴様のレコンのレベルは確か2だったはずだが、まあいいだろう。カイバー、俺とデュエルしろ。馬の骨のエレコンの実力見せてやるぜ。面白い。貴様に神を見せてやる。そうこな。行くぞ。俺のターン。なかなかかっこいい。シルバー惚れてる。俺の相棒。悪いけどあとは任せたよ。甘いぞユギ。発動。このコマンドによってアルティメットドラゴンの攻撃やめろ。アルティメットバースト。ハンダリやめろ。貴様らと瓦礫の中にでも埋まっていろ。